Hello friends, hello to all of you again. I hope everything is okay and I hope your business is going well. Today's topic is, as the title suggests, how to find a wholesaler in America. Shopping in America, that is. Buying a product from America. What are the advantages and disadvantages? We'll take a quick look at them briefly. After that, we will talk about how to find wholesalers and 4 good ways. Let's get into the subject right away, friends, if you wish. What are the advantages of buying from America? You will not lose time when purchasing products. In other words, when you buy a product from China or send the product from Turkey, it may take longer, but when you buy the product immediately from a wholesaler in America, you can have it shipped to Amazon's warehouses or an intermediate warehouse the next day. You do not pay Republic tax. Therefore, if you are making micro exports when you send from Turkey, you will be out of the scope of this. But if you have bought bulk products, you will have to pay a Republic tax. Generally, when private label friends have the product produced in China or elsewhere, they import the product in larger quantities and have to pay Republic tax. The third advantage is communication and easy agreement. You can communicate more easily with wholesalers in America via email, phone, and many other points. And in fact, friends who have experienced this will know about some points. It is easier to reach an agreement and get results immediately, but I know I've experienced it myself. There is also sometimes a language barrier to deal with things on this point. With some wholesalers in China, it's hard sometimes because they don't know the language well. Generally, I know now, but sometimes we have problems at this point. Naturally, you experience the problem of whether the product is original or fake when you buy it from America. If you experience any problems, you have every right to return them in America. For friends who make private label, the design, shape, and know-how of the product, which we call intellectual property, is definitely protected more accurately when you have the product produced. But if a product you have produced in China is most likely private label after you, if you have trademarked it, they cannot enter your list, but they may enter it as another listing. The person who produces it after you will most likely share this design or details with others. Of course, having a Made in USA or Made in China logo or label will change the perception of the product for the buyer. Of course, not everything is always positive. There are also disadvantages to buying from America. For example, what is it? Higher cost. When you have a product produced from Turkey or China, that is, even if you add logistics, the cost can generally be higher in America. This is a disadvantage. The second disadvantage, friends, is that the minimum order quantity is high. Let's put it that way. For example, you will buy a product. Such wholesalers usually set the minimum purchase rate as either they say you will buy 500 units or they say you cannot buy products below $5,000. Of course, something more may happen after this initial study. Maybe after you buy it 5 times, this figure may decrease a little more, but for the first time, maybe 5,000 or even larger wholesalers or manufacturers may tell you that they do not sell products worth less than $10,000. This is another disadvantage, finding less variety and different types of products. So, for example, when you have a product produced in China, you can mean it in any way. You can have thicker, thinner, and many more different types made. But in America, this rate is less. China has a wider range of products and varieties. There are more details. Bureaucracy is a little more difficult. When you want to buy a product in China, when you actually pay the fee, you get the product directly. Of course, there are certain procedures, but you get the product very easily. But friends who work with wholesalers in America know. In the first stage, there is a bureaucracy such as send a business license, make a resale certificate, prepare this, send that, they want to confirm you, etc. After going over these very briefly, what are the methods of finding wholesalers or manufacturers in America? Of course, naturally, first, friends, what is the first and most important path for us? Of course, Google. Let's open Google right now. Now, friends, as you know, I had prepared 1 or 2 here. Let me do something quick. Google is one of the 3 methods I use the most, and in my opinion is one of the 3 methods that I recommend you use the most. For example, look, I wrote something like this: lemon squeezer manufacturer. I write made in USA. If you want this later, you can check it out. I have prepared it for you here. You don't call it manufacturer. You can just say supplier, or you can say that I'm giving an example, not a supplier, but just a wholesaler. But when you search like this, you will find different results and better results. When you do all three searches, you can reach the result you desire. So, for example, I give an example. I said, made in USA lemon squeezer. Now let's look at a couple of examples. I had looked at these before in the things that came out. Look, there is a company called Hotler's Company. You can look at these later, but I'll just go ahead and do it now. I can do something, maybe you can find something on the second page. We can find the manufacturers of such products, etc. For example, look at this one. Pampered Chef says, Zule Kitchen. Yes, look, such a lemon squeezer appeared. Then this product, yes, Pampered Chef called Citrus Press. Maybe this isn't a wholesaler, maybe it could be something. Watch out for these. They may also be selling in detail. What we say is for 300 lira. Yes, this is for all of you. This means you can probably contact them later and ask for their total. See here, contact Lion's total prices. In fact, not only this, I will say this in a few more places when you find something. For example, look, there is a football player this week. There may be oral. There are different products. You can ask them for a list of these products and sell them as well. Then let's look at another example. For example, I looked at the same example as a kitchen knife. Let's take a look at it. It can also be used as a kitchen knife, of course, on Amazon, by the way. You can look at these results, for example. Here he gives the list. I see here Matt Cutlery says something different. This place will probably list their manufacturers. It says cutlery here. Look, there are a few brands here. Look at it as wholesale. It says it sells here. Let's look at the products here. See, it's different here. By the way, I don't know if these sell or not. You can check it out now on Amazon. I'm throwing it. Yes, it is there too. I mean, I don't know, but let's see. For example, at least we can show it there quickly here. Yes, look, it's already here. For example, look here and contact RADA. Friends, there is a video on how to contact wholesalers. Please watch it. Then contact these wholesalers or manufacturers. Look, it already gives some information here. Anyway, let's not make it too long. As you know, I don't like to make very long videos. We mentioned Google, friends. You can do any kind of search on Google. If you want, as I said, you can look at this after searching on Google. I think you should go to page 10 and let me tell you that. I usually go up to page 10. There are at least 10, 15 wholesalers. Secondly, friends, Thomas.net. Friends, there is a website called thomas.net. They call this America's Alibaba. I don't recommend this anymore. Something free. But look, it finds suppliers here. Here's what happens. Use it. There are definitely friends who get results, but I don't use it much. For example, I just researched something. Marker, pen. Look, he says he found 857 jobs, etc. Templestick says Templestick has this. There are other things here. Let's give an example. Let's look from here. Do you want to take a look at this? Marker says these markers are pen friends. Here, for example, you can search and find things from Thomas.net. Look, for example, it says sprinter marking. In that case, this is probably in Illinois, in Florida, etc., etc. You can also get certain results from here. Thomas Verified has been verified by Thomas.net. Approved. With some of these, you can sit down and send emails. Overall results can be positive. Sometimes it gives very good results. Third, friends, one of my favorite methods is fairs. For example, look, I gave an example like this. I won't give examples of either. I bought 2 of them as examples for you. You can write a garden tool. So garden tools, I also throw in kitchen suppliers. Let's type it into Google again. Now these trade shows are showing friends. So there was a video about that too. Please watch it too. There was a video on how to get information about fairs without going to the fair. Please see that video as well. It's also a very good way to find a wholesaler. I'll show you 2 things quickly here. Look, what did we say here? I said kitchen appliances. I'm going to look at most of the things. Can I go somewhere from here? I can find a company. Friends, for example, look at your house. It's bright. Let's look at it. Yeah, let's see what happens. For example, we chose kitchen bedroom. There are shows coming out here. For example, there is the Salt Lake Home Show. This is probably one of the most well-known ones. When we click here, it will give the information of this show. It is being held on these dates. It is not clear when it will be held, perhaps in 2022 due to Corona. Here, friends, what you need to do is go to the website of this show. This is the show's website. Other shows also have their own websites, just like in Turkey. For example, all of the fairs held at Tuyap in Istanbul and at the Tuyap Fair Center in Beylikdüzü all have their own promotional websites. When you go here, you can see friends, participants, and companies. For example, I give an example. Sometimes its participants are written here, sometimes they are written here somewhere. But as far as I see here, it says attendee info, it says virtual showroom. Let's look at the virtual showroom from here. Participants, kitchen and bed, we are looking at this after finding the participants here. Yes, look, it's exactly like that here. You can also go and look at their website called Visit Website. Look here, for example, just participating companies related to kitchen. These companies may have certain products. When you see that these products are sold on Amazon, contact them immediately. It was over there. Yes, you can contact them and meet with them to buy their products. This is a method, and one of my favorite methods. Let's go back here. Yes, we said Google, we said ThomasNet. Now we mentioned the fairs. Friends, there is another website called Wholesale Central. Let's look at that too. Wholesale Central. Here again, friends are the same way. They even have a special section for dropshippers. FYI, it says retailers or suppliers. Look, you as retailers will say suppliers. You can become a member here for free. From here, for example, he says we are pet suppliers again. Let's select this. Look, for example, companies appear here. Let's go, let's go. What else can we find? Let's click on this. Look what it says on the pop-up page. It says wholesale store. You can send them a message here. Wholesale goods. Of course we did something, but we chose pet supplies. I hope you got something out of it. 1 minute, let's look at another one. I guess this time was wrong. Let's see now. Yes, look, it is obvious that this is a pet good. Look, you can probably make a wholesale application from here. Look, it's written here. If there is one in front of it, let's see who is the Canini. If you want, sometimes it may not be all of them. Nothing will come out, but friends, when you sit down and research these for a while, for example, we found something here, you will definitely find something, naturally it will come out. I see if there is another one, it says it's Yannick Harbour, it's a wholesale partnership. For example, maybe you are buying pet supplies, but something like this happened. Maybe it's not that, but it's selling, let's see what it is. Even this, as I said, even here, look, maybe you can buy and sell. After all, what is our job? Buying and selling a product in total. Now let's do something here. Unfortunately, it's frozen now. I don't know what. Okay, let's close this out. I don't want to do anything without looking at this. Because there is King Canina. Let's see. Is there such a brand on Amazon? This is it, friends, from Wholesale Central, where you can find things according to categories and so on. You can find different companies. Is there any, for example, there is King Kanina. Look, friends, for example, it sells for 14.99. You can go into that King Kanina and do something. So, look, I want to buy this product, etc. Etc. You can contact him. I'm telling you again how to contact. I mentioned something else in an email. Sorry, I mean email in another video. Please watch that video. Another method, friends. Going to the wholesaler of competitors' products and asking for a list of other products. I give an example. Let's call your rival friends. Look, I'll look at this product. Pardon? Now look, are they selling it themselves here? Yes, they sell it themselves. This product will not work. After finding such products with 7, 8 sellers and 5 sellers, let's close these as well. We said this too. From here, friends, we will do something like this. For example, let's say, let it be this product. This. There's this. Look, things came out slowly here. It says there are 2 floods here. Here it is 3. Okay, it could be these 2, for example. Let it open. Of these 2, for example, friends, what was our selling point? Our point was this: requesting a list of competitors' products, wholesale monitoring, and other products. Now I give an example. My priest, who is selling this here? Look, Tom Sen says there is one. There is no one else here. Yes, there are 4 there. For example, now 4 people are selling this, friends. We will go to other people selling this. We will reach his meeting from here. For example, says Bayfield Pet Supplies. Let me click on this. After you click on this, it's probably selling these different products as well. Look, when I click on products here, it appears as a company in New York, Farmington Farm. When we click on products here, friends, look here on the left in the brand section. For example, what is it? Kit, Fox Farm, Charlie Beer. Look, let's write these, for example. When you go and type into Google, friends, probably look, it says Health Pad. Did you see? Look, this is obviously a company. Here, for example, let's look at Fox Farm or Kit. Let me look at Kit from here for a minute. Kit, you see his own list of records. Now look, if this person sells this, it means that he bought the products of this record, and I can buy it too. So I contacted them and said, this is a wholesaler or a manufacturer. I'm contacting you here. In fact, this is what we mean in this article. Going to the wholesaler of the Rachip's products and asking for the list of other products. Friends, we also want a list of other products, not just the product we see here. Let's raise this to you. For example, I didn't see this product from here. That slide. You can ask for a list of all the products and maybe sell the other products he is selling. Let's continue. Contacting wholesalers of best-selling products. You know, friends, it's on Amazon. Let's get this out of the way. In order not to get confused, I try to do it quickly so that it doesn't take too long. Video. Let me say this as it opens. Friends, most of these are paid. I do not recommend paid ones, but I wrote the information here in case anyone wants it. Sale Who, Worldwide Brands, Top 10, Wholesale, eWork Trade, and Wholesale to Be. For example, look. Worldwide Brandston. Let me open it to you. Take a look. Look, this is a... It tells you if you are real, etc. It gives their information. You have to log in here. Some of them are in the form of 5. I remember all of them are paid except for one. I wish I could introduce you again. Wait a second. Let's see there. Look, you can come here and check it out. Always see here, there is a separate one for dropship people. Here they have arranged it in different categories like this. Look, you can enter and review information here. You can find the supply by clicking Buy Registration from here, FYI. Now friends, in the contact section of the wholesalers of these best-selling products on Amazon, as you know, we are on Amazon via Helium 10. I will keep this short so that the video is not too long. Through Helium 10 we can find the best-selling products in a category. I give an example. Where should we enter? Let's get into office products, friends. After going through the subcategories, friends at office products, for example, here I come to the printers and toners section. When we click here, it is now here. It's different. Here, friends, we can do something with the best-selling products or the products that appear on the first page. We can also reach out to their wholesalers and find out who the wholesaler is. For example, look, there is something called DMO. I will immediately go to Google. I will write DMO. Look, it says demo label makers, etc. Go here. Some very large companies have distributors. They may not want to work with you, but you can directly say the following. If you have a distributor, when you send an email saying that you might want to work with them, they will recommend the distributor to you. This time you can get goods from distributor, except this. Let's look at it by typing something like this. Let's write printer. When you write it as a keyword, friends, sometimes it produces the bestsellers, sometimes it's not here, sometimes it's not. So let's look at the home page. From here you can do the same thing as we just did. You tell me. For example, look at the best-selling products from there. These are the best-selling products. When you write like this, the printer then leaves a space. The beginning changes. Per. Let's put the letter C. It says printer card, it says cable, it says cord. For example, when you click on this, the page that opens here again, be careful with these things. Be careful with the sponsors. These are advertisements. Apart from these, generally look, there are 170,000,949 things here. It's obvious that this one sells a lot. You can also provide these from the programs. The video is a little long, guys. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible, but I tried to explain everything in more detail here. If you have any comments, or if there is a part that you think is like this, please write it in the comment section. Thank you all for listening. I hope you can find many more wholesale manufacturers and expand your product range. Thank you for listening. I wish you good luck and have a good day.